Good evening, I'm Liyana Hassanel. You're watching Bizworld. Malaysia's trade surpassed the 2 trillion ringgit mark for the second consecutive year in 2022, registering fastest growth since 1994. According to International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Seri Tengku Zafrul Abdul Aziz, the country's exports reached 1.55 trillion ringgit, exceeding the 12th Malaysia Plan projection for 2025 by 24%. 3 years ahead of the target.
This was driven by robust external demand and better commodity prices, despite tightened global supply chains and other market challenges.
Imports also surpassed 1 trillion ringgit mark for the first time, while trade surplus posted for 25th consecutive year since 1998. Exports to major trading partners, notably ASEAN, China, the United States, the European Union and Japan, registered a new record high. Significant export growth was also recorded to emerging markets, notably Egypt, Sri Lanka, Mozambique, Papua New Guinea, Togo, Djibouti and Afghanistan. Similarly, exports to Free Trade Agreement FTA partners registered the highest value thus far. Bank Negara is expected to increase another 25 basis point in the overnight policy rate OPR tomorrow. Bank Islam is also expecting another 25 basis points rise in March, before the OPR staying flat at 3.25% for the rest of the year. Its chief economist, Firdaus Rosli, said keeping the OPR low for too long could pose a macroeconomic imbalance amid risk-taking activities.
Bank Negara will probably reassess the situation as to where the global economy will head, in particular the euro area, because it's quite uncomfortable for such a large economy to be going flat for 2023. So if there's any kind of economic recession or a recession, I think all eyes should be centered on euro, not so much on other parts of the world.
In the meantime, the bank forecasts the economic growth to moderate to 4.5%. The headline inflation will also average 3%, under the assumption that the government maintains the current fuel subsidy. Meanwhile, ringgit is projected to end the year at 4.28 versus the greenback.
Inflation has peaked in June last year and FMR inflation.
TT Vision Holdings made an impressive debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia with an opening price of RM1.49 against its initial public offering IPO price of 34 cents, a premium of 338.23%. The IPO exercise entails a public issue of 84.5 million new shares to raise 28.73 million ringgit.
We aim to continue growing our company to greater heights and increase our market share in other prominent semiconductor, optoelectronics, and solar cell markets such as USA, Germany, South Korea, China, and Malaysia. The listing comes at an opportune time where we intend to capitalize on our listing status to sustain our growth momentum going forward.
He was also positive in the group's market outlook, adding that China's reopening is crucial for the TT Vision, while the photovoltaic growth in a few years will continue. The group has allocated 10.68 million ringgit for working capital and 8 million ringgit for its research and development expenditure. The provider of door system solution for property development, Econframe Berhad, today announced the expansion of its product offering and business diversification through 2 acquisitions: Lee & Young Aluminium Sindaran Berhad, LYASB, and Trans United Sindaran Berhad, TUSB.
Definitely it's going to be a very good move for us, which we will introduce all the additional new products to the markets, to our long-term supporters of clients, which they look forward to know what are the things that we can provide to them.
Econframe bought a 65% equity interest in LYASB and acquired a 100% stake in TUSB. Besides, its current order book is about 90 million ringgit, which is going to last for about 1.5 years. That's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Liyana Hassanel. Thank you for investing your time with us and keep tuning in to TV3.